have regard. Forget all your differences, let we start to build. And onward to progress we surely will. Because now, more than ever, we must show discipline, tolerance, and production to build a strong and better nation.
All rise. All rise. The Street Council is in session on the Street 919 FM.
Now the election back and I'll die away. In short, this is what I have to say. Let us forget fights and grudges and concentrate. Come, let us sit and try to relate.
Good afternoon, once again, to all our members.
We must show
the Street Council is on.
Discipline.
We are definitely in session.
To build.
And it's just about 9 minutes past the 2 o'clock.
I say, that is the
yours truly, your speakers of the house,
so come let us
Anderson and Hashim. Good afternoon, Hashim, once again.
Good afternoon, Anderson. Good afternoon, Trinidad and Tobago. Good afternoon to the council.
Nice.
Yeah. And in lieu of president, good afternoon, Papa God.
I wanna start one time,
Yeah.
I want the permission of. Matter of fact, I'm not asking for permission. I've been a very outlaw today. Yeah. Anybody who have kids, children that are listening right now, tell them to block their ears for a minute. Put your hand on your ears for a minute, right?
Change the station. Change the station, right? For like 2 seconds. 2 seconds.
Shout out to all our listeners, all our members on YouTube. Good afternoon, guys. Hope that you guys are having a good afternoon. Please remember to share and like.
And refrain from asking about marital statuses in the YouTube.
Share,
YouTube
like, and follow on our social media platforms. Yes, I saw it. I don't know why I just didn't answer the lady and done. All right.
That is not for on air.
You know, probably that's why it was late today. Did you go and handle any?
Let us build together.
So should I wait until the light build up a bit?
We can wait. Yeah.
Yeah. Let me see.
We can wait a little bit.
Let's see.
A little talk. Or was the shame a part of what you wanted to talk about too?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes,
so
yes,
we could hold the strain for a minute.
Yeah.
Build it live, guys. Share it on YouTube, Facebook, www.thestreet919fm.com. Send your voice notes 342-0081-4665-391. All of our regular members and contributors. I know Tuesdays are a light day because we have to listen. We need the good bishop to bless the place once a week, you know.
Yeah, we need that blessing, boy.
Yeah,
we definitely need that blessing.
With the way things going right now, prayers and blessings.
You know what? I feel like waiting,
All right, go
I
ahead.
feel like waiting because I don't say what I want to say already, and I don't want management to run up here, and I ain't finished say what I have to say.
Okay.
Let me say what I have to say.
Okay.
So that
I can hear.
Put your hand on your ears, and if there are any children that are listening right now, please just tell them to go in their room for a minute or two because I want to use some industrial language. I want to get on bad. I want to curse, right? Yeah. I'm real upset. I want to know.
Keep your cursor on the disclaimer.
I want to know why in the Trinidad, St. Lucia, Grenada, Guyana, St. Vincent, Barbados, and the rest of the Caribbean, West Indies went and played so much.
Hey!
Why? 27 runs?
I never heard my father cuss in my life, right? but I swear I could hear his voice from Nevis.
27 runs?
In how many balls? I can't remember.
Listen.
What I do remember is that it is the lowest scoring set of runs.
Well, from the West Indies.
No,
from
the West Indies.
Yeah.
But
Zimbabwe.
the second lowest
Yeah. Zimbabwe
in
still.
Test cricket history. History.
How? That's all you can take all your hand off your ears now.
Yeah.
So let me understand this, right? So this 27 runs. Let's say every run was $1. So that's $27. That is not even enough for me to buy the new KFC tender. I still short.
Hold on. And it's 11 people on the team, man. So you mean to tell me every player scored 2.6 runs apiece?
Somebody asked me to cuss again. I cussing again. What in the Trinidad? St. Lucia, St. Vincent, Grenada, Guyana, Jamaica,
BVI, Puerto Rico, Martinique, Guadeloupe,
all of the
ABC Island,
Caribbean happening in
Suriname.
West Indies, boy. How?
My head hot right now. I can't.
Listen, I am so thankful.
I blinked so hard
that
just now. I can't see straight.
I wasn't able to see that game live.
Listen to me. When I wake up this morning and I saw that headline, right? I almost fling my phone in. I almost fling my phone. I cause a storm. My aunt want to know what happened to me.
Let me say good afternoon going out to Dr. Wakanda. Wakanda is saying, good afternoon, gentlemen. Anderson, you unfortunately missed a fantastic program yesterday. The Dream delivered an excellent show characterized by its unbiased and incisive reporting, which effectively held the PNM accountable. Please continue your comment. Gentlemen. All right, okay.
Oh boy!
But seriously,
I appreciate you, Doctor. Good afternoon.
I've been getting some good feedback because I was watching your report card and I didn't really want to give you a bad score. You know, I mean, it's Java as well. I wanted you to enjoy the vacation.
Right.
Yeah. So far, it seems like you're stepping away from the F. Yeah. You look like you're going.
I even did look at homework. Yeah.
So, what I want to know from our members, how are we supposed to treat West Indies? Because let me tell you something. In a way, I'm kind of glad that it not just falling on Trinidad alone. Like for instance, our football team. At least. You know,
we can blame other islands in this instance.
Yeah.
We could show some blame on Guyana.
And some of the
matter of fact, you know what? No, I'm not going to blame Guyana today because Shema Joseph played phenomenally.
Yeah, but
I singling out Shema though.
Azari did well as well. Azari Joseph.
The boy does deliver when the time comes because the bowling.
The bowling was on point.
On point!
The bowling was on point.
On point, I call my father.
The feeling had a bit of a little iffy here and there, but it was still pretty good.
I called my parents Sunday, and while I on the phone with my mother, I heard this high-pitched scream from the next room. I said, that can't be my father. The wicket that he bowled was so sweet. My father shouted in the highest octave he could possibly reach. I say, what is this? I never heard my father so high-pitched in my life. I want to know if he breaks something, somebody breaking the... It was good. The bowling was phenomenal. So what the hell happened with the batting?
Gosh.
Oh my God.
Listen.
And listen.
All the tests was the same thing, Anna.
It wasn't tell me
this test.
No, it was the one in Barbados.
The entire series.
The next one in... Oh God, what was the second one? I forget.
So we
Guyana?
We have not.
I think it was Guyana.
We haven't picked up. We haven't learned. We haven't gone to the drawing board and say, all right, next game, we're going to do better.
Hold on.
Every game, all the bowlers did well though. A fantastic job in all the games.
Absolutely perfect.
But the batting, it just never kicked off at all. To the point where we had to score 27 runs. And this is not a one day though.
So we didn't learn. We didn't learn from last time. We didn't. So we didn't learn. Comprehension. We didn't learn.
All rise. All rise. The Street Council is in session on the Street 919 FM.
So yeah, let me get you guys up in here early, because I'm sure that some of you would love to get into this. How you felt, for all our cricket fans, all of you guys that follow cricket. And you know there's a lot of action happening in Guyana with the Global Super League, which is something new. And the Guyana Amazon Warriors are really showing that they have a place, they owning that place within the tournament.
Never mind they turned off the stadium last year, but that's okay.
Yeah,
that's okay.
we are also getting ready for CPL action, which happens next month.
Yeah.
You know, I kind of forgot what transpired, and bring it back to my memory.
I didn't forget. I did a jig when St. Lucia beat them. They got to my Lucian Massive. Hey, last year was St. Lucia's year. Olympic gold medal, CPL title. They was on point, Last year was a St. Lucia year. I don't know what was cooking in St. Lucia that year. But they really step out.
But what message we really need to send to our boys, boy? What message should we really tell our boys that went out there and played this sort of cricket? I want to hear from you guys. I really want to hear from you guys.
I want to know what needs to be said to the cricket board. That's what I want to know.
Who we blaming?
Because Mr. Shallow done make a statement already, Well, I have it right in front of me. I don't want to read all of it. But part of in his statement, expressing his disappointment and such, and talking about we in a period of rebranding and evolution. And he has extended invitations to some of the greatest batsmen that the West Indies ever had. He called names like Sir Clive Lloyd, Sir Viv Richards, Brian Lara. He called Chanda Paul, Desmond Haynes, and Ian Bradshaw, encouraging them to come in for this re-educating and sharing their perspectives from their times in the golden era of the West Indies. And I don't want to read the entire statement because it's going to numb your brain. But yeah, so you're basically calling on what? On the uncles to come and whip tail? That's what you're doing? Brian was enjoying Wimbledon last week, living his best life. Now he have to come home to this?
Madness. So you guys be a part of the show. Let me know exactly how you feel about that game happened. The last test that ended yesterday against West Indies and Australia. And what is the team missing? Why are we it seems like we keep going downhill when it comes to the West Indies team? Yeah, let me play those rules for you guys.
We invite you to be a part of the conversation. Please be mindful and remember our house rules. Be respectful. Keep your contribution under 3 minutes. This house is open to everyone.
Get interactive with us. Call now and be part of the show. Don't miss out. Dial 466-5391 or 342-0081 and join the conversation today. The Street 919 FM, where your opinion matters.
So yeah, guys, those numbers, just let me repeat them again: 342-0081 and also 5391, and you guys could connect with us and be a part of today's conversation. Also, again, good afternoon going out to all our listeners, all our members on YouTube. Remember to share the live, tell a friend that the Street Council is actually on.
You know what's this happening, Anderson? Less than 10 years ago, I feel like we were coming into a new good era of West Indies. You remember that one year? I can't remember if it was 17 or 18 when all three of our teams won the championships back to back. West Indies won the T20 World Cup. I think the West Indies female team also won the same thing, and our under 20 team won a big championship, a big world championship. That was a really good year, and I thought we were finally turning around. And in a few short years after that, you mean to tell me that West Indies couldn't even qualify for the World Cup? Okay, you remember last World Cup we were not in it, you know. We were not in the World Cup, the last World Cup. I can't remember what year it was. It's been a couple years. But from then I'm like, so what are we really doing? So I've been seeing this decline coming, but even I couldn't predict the level of shame I would have feel last night. This is not a just come thing. This has been coming on for a while.
You know, it didn't take long for us to see the end of 27 runs. Hi, good afternoon, member. Welcome.
Yeah, good afternoon, the Dream Team.
Good afternoon, Mr. Laukata.
And Anderson DJ. Well, boy, I thought you all wasn't taking calls at all. Anyhow, I'm very disappointed because I am a supporter of West Indies cricket since I was a little boy. Since from Gary Sober's days, Basil Butcher and them fellas. Now the whole thing. First, we have to look at the administration of Cricket West Indies. Apparently, the people at the top administrators, they never played cricket, and they do not know cricket. Right? Another thing we have to do, we have to get a good coach. I, on my own volition, have been through the Caribbean, well, Jamaica in particular, trying to put up a case that we get Robin Singh here as the coach of the West Indies senior team. And maybe they won. You know, Robin Singh was born in Trinidad, I think in Princeton. He played West Indies youth cricket, and then he migrated to India. And then he became an Indian citizen and played for the Indian cricket team, Test cricket, and I think one day international too. And so that's your homework. I ain't finished yet, but that's your homework, Hashim, to check on Mr. Robin Singh's credentials and his cricketing experience.
Which was it? Robin Singh?
Singh. Yeah, Singh, S-I-N-G. Robin, and then Singh, Robin Singh. Check on his credentials as far as a player coach is concerned. That's your homework. Robin Singh, he was born here, he became an Indian citizen and played for the Indian cricket team.
All right.
Right? He played youth cricket for the West Indies youth when he was a youngster. So I'm saying that CARICOM has a point person for cricket. It was Rowley. After he retired, it was passed on to Dr. Irfan Ali in Guyana. So Irfan Ali, is the point man for cricket and CARICOM. So they have to, it's his responsibility now. But cricket have been going downhill from since Lara days to now. And it really
talk about it.
It's really, really sad to see a team being rooted out for 27 runs in 2025. I could imagine also Frank Worrell and them fellas by turning in the grave and even those who are alive like Sobers. Yeah, how the feeling. I know as a young boy and my father would lie down on the ground on the flooring, listening to cricket from Australia in the night in those days. Because it's not the time zone situation.
Yeah.
Right? In the morning I will get up 6 o'clock before I go to school. And from England, cricket coming from England, 6 o'clock in the morning on 16 radio. And then the next thing, we don't hear commentary on cricket commentary at all when West Indies playing on radio. If you do not have cable, you doesn't know anything about West Indies cricket. West Indies cricket come like a puppy show, as they say now. Yeah.
All right, thanks, Mr. Laukata. Let me see if I can squeeze another one.
Yeah. And I have them stats for you one time.
Yeah.
All right. Hi. Hi, good afternoon, member. Welcome.
Hi, good afternoon. Long time.
Hey,
No talk.
Long time, my boy.
Chucky, where have you been?
Yeah. I'm wrong. It's just some little things seen about, but I was locked on and listening.
Nice.
So, yeah. Well, good afternoon. Anybody coming out of the south side, heavy rain, I'm taking my time coming up on this area.
Yeah. Be
So
safe out
drivers on the
there.
road, be safe.
Right.
Yeah. What I will say quickly on the cricket, right? I can remember from 1980 when I first started watching cricket as a little boy. Saw David Gower get whitewashed in England. Then come back the Westerners get blackwashed as they call it in 86. To me, I think some of the problems with this cricket is one, management, and two, some of the players have lost the drive for the game, the love. What we have seen, Sir Viv, Sir Clive, Derek Murray, and the list goes on. The way they play, the dedication. I think the money has run away with some of them. I mean, it's true, cricket doesn't always get much money, but still at the end of the day, when you look at other countries and how they take their game serious, you look at football, they kiss him at their club, which you are not just, you are synonymous with a club, yes, but that's for their country, and they kiss the logo when they score, when they win. You don't see that. And I think they need to develop that. And this might sound harsh. Disband the team for at least 5 years and focus on a youth program.
Right.
And come back and let that come back into. I don't know. I'm not a cricket pundit, but I mean, watching, listening, hearing, you know.
A cricket pundit.
That is just my take.
All right.
Probably they could try something. Now I will leave it finally. It might sound funny. Get someone. Okay, I made a joke this morning with my co-workers. I said, why not get a football coach? Get Sir Alex Ferguson to come and coach the cricket side.
Wow.
But the subliminal message I sent it that get someone who can properly manage the team and let them get the technocrats who knows about the game and hire them. I just say get Hashim. This is an example. He's a good manager. Manage the team. And let's see how we could. I don't know. That is just me saying. So
All right,
locked on
okay.
listening
All right.
to someone as a
Thank
chance.
you, yeah, man.
Good work, guys.
Yeah, thank you, Chucky. Interesting. So, coach-wise is Sammy. So
Listen,
apparently
a couple of cricket analysts have already called for his resignation.
Sammy.
They're calling for him to step down.
So
they're calling for him to get from here.
So we believe. Do we honestly believe that Sammy is responsible for this?
A team is only as good as its leader, you know. And you need to rely on your captain and your coach to guide you. The Bulls wouldn't get a three-peat without MJ. I forget the coach name. Right? You don't just win back-to-back championships without strong leadership like the Kansas Chiefs in the NFL. It comes from the top and works its way down. If there's no strong leadership at the top, how do you expect the rest of them to function? We can't just rely on Joseph sweet bowling. It's infuriating, and you see what same thing that Chuckman said about the programs. When I was coming up in the early 2000s, there was a thing called kiddie cricket, which I think was an initiative that was set out by the West Indies Cricket Board to get the next generation impassioned about the sport. Right? That's how I was able to play cricket as a youth, through that program. My father was a coach. He would come to my school once a week. We would coach. Maybe every month or so we would play another school in cricket. Somehow the program just died out because I never got to play cricket in high school. Cricket completely died in the Virgin Islands after that program, right? And we had a whole cricket field at the time, big old cricket field that was named after somebody, Alexander O'Shirley, and he made it specifically for that purpose, and they turned it into a track and field.
But my thing is, I still feel it's more than just Sammy, you know, the current coach. I think that each and every player needs to be responsible, because even when you look at the game itself, it's not like they did not perform in the bowling aspect of it. So then if we trying to put the blame on one person or as you mentioned, you know, a team is as strong as their leader. We have to give credit where credit is due. Where the bowling is, I think they performed well. So then the batting is where we seem to be failing.
So you're telling me as soon as we lost Pollard and Puran, our batting just went out the window?
And yeah, but you see, the reason why we have lost these persons, some would say, is because of the different creations of the different formats of the game now, which is the CPL and the IPL and so forth.
That
and when you look beyond Sami, there are issues between the selection and how they select players for different tours and whatever the case may be. And I believe that that's why some of these guys would have decided that, you know what,
it's better I go, or go play for a club.
Yeah.
Play private. Actually, when you pinch it out even further, Anderson.
Because remember, Sami was once there. Sami was once on the receiving end.
Yeah.
Right? Sami was also one when they went to the World Cup and they didn't receive funding and they were treated badly.
Yeah.
Sami was one that was there that, you know, spoke out. And he even was criticized for it and so forth. But I think that the players themselves, even from on top, there's not enough incentives for the players. I'm not talking about
keep passionate.
And I'm not just talking about money wise, but you know, just by the way how the selection is, and then you could just see
their relations, how they're treated.
Correct.
As people.
Correct.
Right? You're just there to say, okay, we're the West Indies team. But that used to mean something. Now it's just like, okay, that's cool.
And I think that these guys and them, they are literally looking at this one. A test is always different from a 1D. But now they are taking the format of the T20. And they are trying now to play it within the test. Because these guys are not going in the wicket to sit down.
But that doesn't work.
Comfortable. Because let me tell you something. It wasn't no rush. You had enough time.
A test lasts max of 5 days. You have to be ready for a long haul. It's not a T20.
Correct.
Right.
So they go on there and it's just race. It's a race to the finish line. For what I don't know. So a test has now, sometimes it finishing within 3 days. All because people not going in the wicket and taking their time and play.
You think you just reach 400 runs with namby-pamby? You could never do that in a T20.
And what I'm seeing is that it is like, and again too, yes, from the coach or from even beyond the coach, go straight down. None of these players are showing no sort of being level-headed. Okay, you're seeing what happened and you're seeing guys out in. Oh gosh, go in and
so you
try
don't know how to keep a cool head
and control the game a bit.
You're feeling aggressive because you're okay. It's a thing called a comeback, you know. But you have to. It's a psychological thing, same way too. You feel when you at that crease, and the keeper behind you, you're whispering strippiness. You still have to focus on the ball coming at you. Come on, man. And you know, in contrast, Mr. Stark just setting records that entire match, right? 6 wickets in 9 runs in a test match. That's what we really let them do to us, you know. We let them make history on us, style on us. The fastest ever test 5-4 in just 15 balls. And he made 400 wickets. Well, he made his 400th wicket, sorry, in this match, which was his 100th match. So not only did we lose so badly, we made them make history on us. And this is coming from a team, correct me if I'm wrong, that won the first ever Cricket World Cup. How did we get here?
That's a very, very good question. How have we gotten here? How have we reached this point where our cricket is this bad? And they say rally around the West Indies. I mean, I rally, you know. Win, lose or draw, we rally. But at the same time, fellas, that performance yesterday and throughout this entire series was horrible. Horrible. And I'm speaking about our batting. I'm not speaking about the bowling.
The bowling was phenomenal.
Was on point.
Wonderful.
Right? We have seen guys who literally you were hearing a lot of concerns as to, you know, if it is that they have lost their speed, if they have lost their talent, if they don't know how to, you know, target the ball on the wicket and all of these different things. But these guys came out and they surely performed. But when coming to the batting, I don't know what happened. I swear some of them, like, they didn't walk with their favorite bats. I don't know what it is. Like they was borrowing bats. Somebody work OB on the bats. What it is?
Did we leave the mascot at home? Do we have a mascot? The West Indies had a mascot at one point. I can't remember what it was.
Well, the whole team looked like mascot.
I can't even rally right now. Right now, I feel I'm taking a page out of Black's book. I'm banging my belly.
So you guys could be a part of the conversation and also send your WhatsApp 3420081 and also 466-5391. I'm seeing that Caribbean Soul is saying, are we going to acknowledge that CARICOM put a failure to lead West Indies? Keith Rowley?
What?
Oh, God. Ah, boy.
And unwanted.
What?
What? Listen, I don't know how cricket and these guys performance have anything to do with the previous Prime Minister, the Honorable Dr. Keith Christopher Rowley. I guess some of you are just it's just in your psyche. Woof. Yeah, boy.
I don't know how the failure of a regional cricket team.
I feel some of them just like, you know, they catch a cold and then just people sneeze it. Pin them. You won't see. Oh my God. This has nothing to do with politics though. Anyways, moving fast along because I don't want to waste any time on that kind of. Yeah. There was something that I saw as well, and I'm seeing it. It was actually going around Facebook and so forth. And persons, you know, our Trinidadians, we tend to have this sort of way. We tend to panic sometimes when we hear a story.
Yeah.
Right. So there's
and we go with the first version that we hear.
Yeah. There's someone who is very much has an agenda and very much irresponsible. They have put out there that apparently if it is that you don't leave home with your identification card at present, that you could be penalized for it or arrested, you know, if it is that you don't leave home with a form of ID. And I think this is in a way of trying to obviously shine the current administration in a bad way, to shine light on them in a bad way. As much as, yes, they have already mentioned their intentions to increase the age limit for drinking and smoking and so forth. It is not something that has been implemented just yet, and obviously it's going to come with stipulations and different laws and so forth. And trust me, once those things happen, we would be the first in the Street Council here to let you guys know.
All you know.
At present, you can still leave home and leave your... You can leave your home without any identification. You're not going to be arrested for it or charged for it. The only time that you should have your identification is on you is if it is that you're going to be driving your vehicle, motorbike, etc. If it is that you want to conduct business within Trinidad and Tobago, like the health institutions, hospitals, you name it, you have to obviously have your national identification. If it is that you're traveling inter-island, from here to Tobago, anywhere around the
form
world,
of ID,
you
a
have to
passport.
have your passport and so forth. But other than that, please, Trinidad, our members, don't panic. It is not true. Persons just love to spread propaganda. It's some persons, that is the only way that they get that attention. Some of them, like, they lack love at home, right?
Must be.
Now, I welcome any, now listen to this, right? Now, remember that if it is that the government decides that they are going to do something like this, meaning that they're going to charge you for not having your ID and stuff on you, I think is something that obviously would have to be well thought out. But in a way, it actually is going to add revenue. It's a revenue stream that is going to be open up, and let me explain. So you go to Lime, and most of you like to overdo it when you're Lime, and you might lose your ID. Now when you lose your ID, you have to now go in the police station to make a report. Boom, police have to work. So now they had to write up that report saying that you lost your ID card, blah blah blah, and give you that report. You have to take this now to the ID office, who now has to issue you a new ID, which means that there's a fee attached for you losing your ID, which is around $50 to $100. You will have to pay. Now, obviously, that is creating work again for the employees at the ID office.
Yeah.
Now, if it is that you lose your driver's permit, it's the same thing. You have to go and report it in the police station. You go to the license office. You have to pay a fee for losing your license, and then they issue you a new one. And well, I mean, before they used to go and take out a passport size photo and on the outside, but now everything is digitized. Thankfully, that's all great and nice. Amen. But it's, if you understand, anytime now that even your bank card, you lose your bank card, you have to go back to the bank, you have to pay money. So it's literally opening and bringing in that extra revenue that the country needs. Now, remember, we don't have no TTRA or however the tax, the property tax, right? So this might be the new form of property tax, where it may have when it may have just failed for some, because let's be real, not every citizen in Trinidad and Tobago, and not the majority of citizens in Trinidad and Tobago, own a property. Right? There's a lot of persons who rent. A lot of persons that rent.
Yep.
So, as much as they say it normally trickles down, whatever expense from on top will trickle down, let's still be real that it still wouldn't have been the responsibility of a tenant. It would have been the responsibility of the landlord. Right? So now that that is gone, if it is that the government gets their way and decide that they want to go this route, then it's not just the landlord who will feel it, it's everybody would now have to be responsible enough to make sure that, one, your ID card isn't expired, because there's a lot of people walking around Trinidad and Tobago right now with an expired ID card, expired passport, and there are going to be penalties. So once it is that your license, your ID card or whatever is expired, and you have to pay that penalty, that's revenue for the government.
Yep.
So we could look at it as a good way to for them to probably be able to generate some money. Some might say, oh my gosh, no. But at the end of the day, we have to be responsible. Yeah? And whether or not they choose this route or not, it is just time for us to, and we have enough time. If it is that you know that your ID card is expired, or you do, or whatever the case may be, your passport expired, you do have a form of ID, organize yourself.
And listen, I know, Nation, going into these institutions to replace your stuff, renew your stuff, that's a whole day. You know, for some of y'all, it's the line, the waiting. We know, but it's better than the alternative. It's one day out. It's one day out of your life. You know, if you reach early enough, you might just get through before lunchtime. Maybe. Hopefully. Probably.
and again, that is only,
take the day off just in case.
That is now again. This is in no way, and I want to make it clear, we are not saying that the government has any intentions. I'm just saying that if it is that they do, it could just be a way of earning some sort of revenue, because as you all know, right now we need revenue.
Yeah.
Because all we have been hearing for a while now is withdrawals, and no deposits. And I don't know about you, but if it is I'm only withdrawing from my account and I'm not making any deposits, it will have some time. I will swipe that card and hear a decline. So we have to find ways, but at the same time too, we have to be responsible. And we all have to take that responsibility. So again, here we invite you guys to be part of today's discussion. Those numbers again are 3420081 and also 466-5391.
All you do have to spell them out.
And again, good afternoon going out to all our members via YouTube. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe to all our social media platforms so that you never miss any the action that happens on the Street 919 FM and especially on the Street Council, yeah?
We must show
Anderson and Hashim taking you guys straight to 4 p.m.
and production.
So what do you think, Hashim? Not a good way to kind of make all dust?
I mean, that's certainly one way.
Yeah.
Most definitely. You know, if we're not going to cut funds or, you know, reallocate things that are for people's offices and what other necessary expenses that other officials may be using them for, might as well collect it in a different way. You know, make it as long as it's above board.
Let me say good afternoon going on to Ramlagan. Ramlagan, I probably you misunderstood. Probably you missed what I was saying, because you were saying I have my DP ID and bank card. You don't make sense. But what I'm saying is that I'm not saying that you don't have it. I'm saying that because
I think those were two different statements. I don't think he said it.
Yeah, well, just in case, but it's more or less saying that there may be an instant, it may not be you, but there are other persons who tend to be, you know, sometimes things happen and they may lose their ID card or lose their wallet or lose their bank card. It happens. And what I'm saying is, if it is, well, not so much your bank card, but your ID cards, your identification cards, if it is that you misplace it, some persons wouldn't even go to get a new one. They would leave it alone, you know, and say they don't really need that. But if it is that there's a law put in place and they enforce the law,
that's the thing.
Then
will it be enforced?
Then it means now that you will literally be hustling to go to get a new ID card or passport or license, because you know if it is that you're caught without it, you could be in hot water.
It also push you to take better care of them. You know, because the amount of us that lose these licenses, I mean, I'm sure some of these situations are justified. You know, it might have been a robbery, an accident somewhere, you know, and you didn't have time to grab it. Every situation is different, you know, but now you will have that on you, right? True. And these are things that you don't have to renew every 6 months. It's not like you go into this office twice a year to do it.
Correct.
You know, once it's in your possession, you're good for a minimum of what, at least 5 years, at least for your license. And I think there's a tier where you can actually pay for a 10-year license.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I'll tell you what, God spare life. If I have that cream, next time I had to replace, it's 10 years I'm going for. You know, like my passport. just like my passport. I love that. 10 years I don't have to worry about that. Easy.
Exactly. Hi, good afternoon, member. Welcome.
Good afternoon, brother. Let me tell you something. My lord, if the policeman checking your ID card, he don't know who are.
You want to load on your radio just a little bit? We get enough feedback.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be detained until you're being recognized by some official. So I think there's a charge for not having an ID card. I think so, you know. How would they know who you are in Trinidad? You in Trinidad and you walk in my place, nobody don't know who you are. The police don't know you are. That is for the police to know who are you. You're supposed to detain until somebody recognize and come and sign for and all kind of thing, you know. It's like that, you know. But you know in Trinidad how let's go. You know in Trinidad how let's go. My name is John Brown and look, you know me and all kind of thing, but it's so. If you're in America and they check you and you don't have an ID, it's about they'll detain you. I think there's a ticket for that also in America, you know. Walking out with ID in Venezuela, but for sure you lock up.
Yeah, we know this, but I know that in Trinidad at present, if it is that you leave your home without your ID card, you're not going to be charged. You know, you're not literally breaking any laws per se. I mean, if it is that you're driving a vehicle or a motorbike or whatever, and you do have the license, the permit or whatever to handle those equipments, then obviously you will be charged. But if it is that you're just leaving home to go to the shop or to the supermarket and you do have your ID card on, you know, you're not going to be charged. There's no law saying that, you know, they will charge you for that at present. But I'm saying it's if it is...
I find that should be a charge in Trinidad because nobody don't know who is somebody just walking about the place. Nobody know you. They say in San Fernando.
Right.
And you live in Toco. Nobody in San Fernando know you. The police will just hold you. And trying to the leg and you're going to do something else again. Nobody know who did something wrong.
Right. Well, I get you, member. I get you. Thanks so much for your contribution.
But enjoy the rest of the evening. Have a nice one.
You too.
You too.
And I do understand that, and that's the thing. If the government does get their way, and let's just say that this is the road that they intend to go down, then yeah, you know, everybody would have to definitely have a form of ID, some form of ID on them when they leave in.
But more importantly, it would teach you a little sense of responsibility. like one of our commenters here on YouTube says, you know, teach you to take care of something properly now. You know, some of us are a little bit too careless with the things that we have.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
Guys, because we have that okay attitude, eh?
Yeah, exactly.
We do have that okay attitude.
Exactly. And the place so lax that we sometimes forget, oh God, sometimes we really had to obey the law, you know. Anyway, guys, we got to take a pause for a cause, pay some bills, and we'll come right back. We got what is not a crime but should be. And, of course, taking your residual calls because, you know, Tuesday is one of those days.
Yeah.
But we shall be back. Don't go anywhere.
Attention business owners. Are you looking to reach a vast audience and boost your brand's visibility? Then look no further. The Street 919 FM is here to help you shine. With over 170,000 followers on our social media platforms, our radio station is the perfect platform to showcase your products and services. Join us and let your message be heard by thousands of eager listeners. Contact us now to learn more about our affordable advertising packages. Don't miss out on this incredible opportunity to connect with your target audience. Advertise with the Street 919 FM today. For more information, call 399-5959 or 384-2232.
This is the voice of Tuesday Seventh-day Adventist. We are preaching Emergency Alert broadcast, which is from the Tuesday Seventh-day Adventist Church. We will be featuring voices of brethren from different parts of the world, preaching the gospel, preaching prophecy as it relates to current events and the ending of the world. Listen to us on 91.9 FM every Sunday from 9:05 a.m. to 10 a.m. on Sundays. May God bless you as you learn the truth. In Jesus' name, amen.
Are you searching for answers to life's questions? Those things that disturb and concern you the most? Why all the wickedness? Why the suffering in the world? Will it end? Who is responsible? Well, if so, Join us right here on The Street 91.9 FM every Sunday from 5 to 6 p.m. with Brother Samuel Gooding and Roland White, where we open the Bible and find answers to all these things and more. For it is written, man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of God.
Light up your weekends at Vibes Nightclub, Tobago's hottest spot. 3 epic nights of music and energy await every Thursday. Karaoke Thursdays. Kick off at 8 p.m. with free entry. Grab the mic, unleash your inner star, and sing all night. Beers on special for $10, 2 Campari for $25, and giveaways for the best singers. Every Friday, Limers Fridays. Kick off at 8 p.m. with free entry. Vibes with your crew and enjoy beers on special for $10, 2 Campari for $25, and 2 White Oak for $25. Every Saturday, Raw Saturdays. Everything goes, nothing but good vibes. Free entry and an all-star DJ cast to bring the vibes. Vibes Nightclub is where Tobago shines. Join us Thursday, Friday, and Saturday for music, fun, and unforgettable nights. Don't miss out. Your weekend starts at Vibes.
Come shop at the biggest African market in the Caribbean with its African-inspired art, craft, jewelry, clothing, books, delicious food. We're at the Queen's Park Savannah, transformed into the Lidjasu Omuale Emancipation Village for the 2025 Pan-African Festival TT, commemorating emancipation, July 25th to August 1st. Also, enjoy jazz, pan, calypso, reggae, dance, drumming, bois, art exhibits, and for the children, the African Heritage Camp and workshops. The village opens 10:30 a.m. to 10 p.m. Free admission before 3 p.m. Just $40 after. Kids under 12, free all day. Bring your family, your friends, your vibes, and let's celebrate the 187th anniversary of emancipation, our heritage and future together. The Emancipation Support Committee, shaping sustainable futures through reparatory justice.
Get hot this summer. Oh no, we mean HUT, as in hot days mean hot deals with Pizza Hut. Get 1 large pizza plus single breadsticks for only $135, or go bigger with 2 large pizzas, family breadsticks, and cinnamon rolls for just $290. All your favorite pizzas with all the toppings you love all summer long. So head to the Hut and get your hot deals while this offer is super hot. Pizza Hut, now that's delivering.
Are you tired of scratching the surface? Do you want to understand the real forces shaping Trinidad and Tobago? From the delicate dance of our energy sector on the global stage, to the geopolitical shadows behind the crime affecting our streets, we dig deeper. The third umpire goes beyond the headlines. We connect the dots between local challenges and the international currents that truly impact your life, your wallet, your security. Join Stephen Matheson, Selvin Mitchell, and Ronaldo Rollux, 3 employment law and human resource management consulting professionals, as they unpack the complexities, analyze the power plays, and reveal the often hidden realities. Understand the game. Understand your role in it. The third umpire, critically analyzing Trinidad and Tobago's economic and political realities on how they affect your daily lives. Tune in Monday to Friday at 4 p.m. on The Street 919 FM. Don't just listen to the news. Understand it.
Planning your Tobago getaway? Choose the highest Google-rated car rental company on the island, O'Neill Auto Rentals Tobago. Located just minutes from the A&R Robinson International Airport, at O'Neill, we pride ourselves on being the most tech-savvy car rental company in Tobago. Our process is 100% digital. No paperwork, no long lines. From easy pickup to seamless returns, renting a car in Tobago has never been simpler. WhatsApp us now at 1-868-361-1042 to book your vehicle. Don't forget to mention promo code RADIO2 to receive a 5% discount on your rental. Send a WhatsApp message to 1-868-361-1042 today. That's 1-868-361-1042. O'Neill Auto Rentals Tobago. The easiest, most reliable car rental experience on the island.
Vehicle availability is subject to change. Driver must be at least 25 years old and have a valid driver's license to book.
For more information, visit www.rentalcartobago.com.
Blessings in the wonderful name of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. You are invited to listen to the Final Hour broadcast heard every Monday from 12 midnight to 5 a.m. in the morning on the Street 919 FM radio. Here my mom, Pastor Helen Garcia, and myself, Pastor Valentine Garcia Jr., preach the Word of God to the elderly, youth, and children. We can be contacted at 629-0113 or 623-8444. The church is located at 26 Prince Street in Port of Spain. We look forward to you joining us. God bless you.
As my life I lay it on the altar, as my life.
Looking for a safe and relaxed professional massage therapist and nutritionist? Look no further. Nature's Touch with Empress Judy and Associates offers a natural approach to better health. Treat yourself to a professional massage therapy and nutrition advice in a safe and relaxed atmosphere. Rejuvenate your body, mind, and soul at Nature's Touch Therapy. For an appointment, please call or WhatsApp 1-868-398-8282 or visit our Facebook page. Remember, your health is our responsibility at Nature's Touch.
The Gap Man Limited specializes in products that cater to all your health needs. The Male Enhancement Package targets the areas of the body that contribute to erectile dysfunction. The Male Enhancement costs $1,400. The Gap pills are priced at 250 pills for $500 and 500 pills for just $900. For the best in eye care, get the super combination of a Super Bright and the Body Healer. To improve the heart's function and circulation, get the Gap pills and Formula C. To get a total body cleanse daily, use the Gap Body Healer and Big C, all for a super low price of $1,300. To order your products from the Gap Man Limited, call 628-4531 for products that cater to all your health needs.
For more info, contact 476-7268.
The presence of oxygen is absolutely the absence of disease. Most chronic diseases that plague us are not happening to us, but is happening within us. We're literally eating ourselves to death, which means we're not living longer, we're dying longer. Join fitness expert Alloy Johnson, the founder of the healthiest corner on earth, located at number 92 East Drive, Champlain, every Wednesday from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. live on The Street 919 FM, where he shows you that healing the body's temple is easier than anyone would have led you to believe.
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
Get interactive with us. Call now and be part of the show. Don't miss out. Dial 466-5391 or 342-0081 and join the conversation today. The Street 919 FM, where your opinion matters.
All rise, all rise. The Street Council is now in session on the Street 919 FM. Your speakers of the House, Anderson and Hashim. Members, we invite you to be a part of the conversation. Please be mindful and remember our house rules. Be respectful. Keep your contribution under 3 minutes. This house is open to everyone.
Yes, guys, we are definitely back in our last and final hour right here on the Street Council. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I am sure that this afternoon you're probably enjoying your cruise home. Well, some of us,
in short,
as all schools are literally closed.
Tell me why the traffic was so bad today.
Yeah, but I said some of us in some areas. Actually, while I was out yesterday, I didn't already encounter much traffic in the afternoon heading home. So thankfully for that. Let me take this one. Hi, good afternoon, member. Welcome.
Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I heard a former policeman on another frequency just now say that a 50-year-old boy went to a party with a $1,000 piece of jewelry.
Actually, it's not 15. It's actually 18. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we were just talking about that over the break.
Yeah.
Right. The thing about it is that, okay, even though you're 8, we are getting that kind of money to buy that kind of
$29,000 bracelet.
You understand?
Yeah, they pepper spray him and took the bracelet off his arm.
Yeah, you're getting that kind of money. So it shows that, you know, but if you say 18, well, then I started changing tune a little bit because I was 15. Because I know a long time in my days, 15-year-old, you know, you in your mother's house, covered on and sleeping.
But remember, you know, it's not only that alone. I mean, yeah, we're looking at the bracelet, but I mean, even at 15, I being 15, I didn't even have something called a cell phone, an Android cell phone, and so forth. You know,
well,
so and kids, but children know. You know, what they get as toys and so forth. We wouldn't have been even dreaming of those things.
Those things were luxuries.
And we spoke about that. We spoke about that up to last week as well.
Yeah.
I used to literally take a bucket cover, and drive around the yard pretending I was driving a car. Now children could go in a whole 4x4 toy car and sit down and drive around.
Mm-hmm. We take sardine tin and tie a string on it. I'm pulling it like if we're pulling down chocolate water in it.
Right. So you know, so, definitely, I do get your concerns, you know, and even at 18, having a $29,000 bracelet, but at the same time, it's just the gifts that you know the parents and them give to these children and them now. I'm just assuming, that
just assumption.
You know? Yeah, but many parents tend to want to give the child hang the hat where the hand carry. And that's because of the pressure to it. I remember about 2 decades ago, I was walking down Marval Road.
Right.
And there was a conversation between a 9 and a 10-year-old boy. I'm going to tell my mommy I want to get X, Y, Z. And if I don't get it, she will know. You understand?
Right.
So think about that, because our parents, today's parents, they tend to give their children some very expensive products. And if they don't give them, they go trap, tantrum, and all kind of mad. Boy, when you hear mother give a look, you're back to the crease, you know.
Thank you so much, member, for your contribution.
Yeah.
But you know, based on what the member is saying there, and something that a lot of persons, you know, they say that, you know, it's the parents that, you know, spoiling the child, but and I do understand that, but you know, sometimes
to an extent that is true.
Sometimes too, yeah, and parents have to be aware of it. Is that sometimes your kids, your children, they do know how to push your buttons.
Yeah.
They do know exactly what, and don't talk about, especially if it is that you have made a mistake in their life while they was growing up and so forth, and they have that on you.
Listen.
Trust me, they're always going to use that as
let you live it down, you know?
Yeah, they're going to use that as a trump card.
To this day.
And that day,
I just hold something. I just hold something against my mother.
Wow.
Cause no. She chose my subjects for me, and it didn't turn out well the first time around. Now.
Okay.
Because I know the subjects I wanted to do, but no, you decide to dictate my pace and. I won't say no more. I won't say the point. At the end of the day, I get my subjects, okay. But we had to take our second round.
Touch your nerve there, boy.
Yeah.
But I think too as well, Hashim, we are literally, and I will let me just slow it down a little bit. I think we still missing a valuable point, and we still missing something there. You could be at 15. With a $10,000 bracelet on your hand, $29,000 bracelet, a $1.1 million bracelet on your hand. I think the bigger problem there is crime.
Yeah.
I think the bigger problem there is that persons literally think that they could just approach you and take what you or your parents or your grandparents would have worked hard to give to you.
Yeah.
Or you individually worked hard for it. Right, and they just come in and take it from you.
Because we can point fingers at the person all day, look at what party you went into.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
you should have known better than that to carry that big piece of jewelry in there. You know the crime rate going up, that's not the, that may be true to an extent, but crime is the bigger issue here.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, someone's possession has been stolen.
Correct.
And he got damaged in the process. You ever been sprayed by pepper spray?
I don't even want to be sprayed by pepper spray.
I remember a time my brethren had a pepper spray and he did a on his hand just to get the sensation of it. And he was just itching his hand. Like, I don't feel. And I said, yeah, okay, you good with that. Go wash that off. Yeah, so I can only imagine what happens if that goes in your eye. Right? So the man was damaged physically for something he have. Ain't like he steal it. I would hope. I don't think we know the full context of the story, you know, but
for persons who are out there that sometimes blame the victim instead of the persons who commit the crime, that should be considered a crime, eh? Yeah?
Yeah.
That should be considered a crime because
definitely,
as much as, yes, we have to safeguard ourselves and be aware of our surroundings and you name it. At the end of the day, I think the bigger problem there is crime on the whole. And it needs to stop. It needs to stop. I really don't want to get too much into I didn't really want to mention the name of the boy, but we had to do more than just, you know,
flex at the gym and
flexing your arms and hand strength and dumbbells and weights.
And tell them to what hold the strain?
Hold a strain.
Nah.
Right? We gotta do better than that.
Yeah, that is how to do better than that.
If anybody tell me that that's a good response, that should also be considered a crime.
Facts.
To tell me that, you know, I am seeing my fellow brothers and sisters, friends, neighbors,
let us
being faced every day with a this escalating crime, this out of control crime, and yet the Minister of Homeland Security will watch us and tell us.
Hold a strain?
Hold a strain.
Nah, boy. Nah, boy.
What?
I don't care who it is. Anybody in times like these, if anybody tell me to hold a strain, I will strain something. Let me not say that. Yes. Good afternoon, Tat. Good afternoon, Tat.
Yeah. I find that.
You see what is a crime? See what is a crime? Not being able to cuss the West Indies team on national radio for fear of being fined. That should be a crime. Matter of fact, could you just mute my mic and turn up the volume real quick? Turn up the volume and cut my mic real quick. Alright, I'm good.
Wow. Alright. You got it all out?
I think so.
Alright.
I think so.
Alright, okay. Just making sure. I really hope that you all didn't hear that.
Remember, the key to success is working hard.
So what is that a crime and should be considered a crime? You guys could be a part of this segment 3420081 and also 4665391.
And onward to progress we surely.
Hi, good afternoon, member. Welcome.
Gentlemen, good evening.
Good evening.
Everybody just talk until it hits their doorstep. Now, what I'm going to explain here happened to one of my close family members. He visited a friend to see about some animals. And he came out of his van. And a guy approached him from the front, a gunman. Then he felt a pulling. So our next one was behind him. So the yanking on his chain. Unfortunately, the chain didn't burst. But that chain didn't burst. So. But he sort of big. So the guy from behind, he swing and knock down that. And the gunman start opening fire on him. These people do business with you. He ended up being shot. Fell to the ground. His friend who he went by, he tell them, listen, he said, release your dogs. The man released the dogs. If it wasn't for them dogs, you'd have been a dead man. I'm saying this to say, these people care about nobody. And if you're campaigning about crime, and when you come, nothing in change, something definitely wrong. Because things getting more and more worse. These people do business. You all have to enforce some kind of draconian laws to deal with it. I do business. Whether my son, daughter, brother, sister is a thief, deal with them. I would not be a upholder. And let me explain. Here, why? You know, only 5 people benefit from crime in this country.
5 people?
5 people benefit from crime in this country. So I'm educating the whole world. Judges, magistrates, lawyers, the man who doing the bailing and funeral homes.
Ooh, Papa.
It's sad to say, but the facts I give you.
Dang.
And let me tell you something. This crime ain't going on stop. Anytime crime stop, they need all the police, they need all the judges, they need all the magistrates, and they need all the lawyers. So our pack and our worms here. It ain't going to stop. Because that policeman know he brother is a thief, and he never is a thief, and he cousin is a thief. And they ain't doing shit.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, humble apologies. My humble apologies.
They're not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
I know, member. I
we accept your apology.
We accept your apologies.
But we had to cut you there. We had to cut you there.
Yeah.
God, you only had to watch it, boy. I tell you, if my paycheck short this month, I will be hot, eh?
Yeah, I know some persons will get a bit emotional, when they're expressing
how
they feel.
I feel we had to come tomorrow with a list of some words for the council to replace these words that we cannot say on the radio. I will compose a couple, and we'll bring them tomorrow, so y'all can memorize those. And when you're feeling passionate, just remember the list, right?
But I do understand where the member is coming from, and as he said, it's only when it hit home, when it hits your doorstep, then
that's when it matters.
Yeah, that's when it matters.
That's when it matters. When is your neighbor get robbed? You're like, serve he right. He like to thief my mango. Right? Now you get thief. Now you know how I feel. But as soon as that thief come into your house, all of a sudden there's a problem.
Good afternoon, member. Welcome. Good afternoon. One time.
On board.
Yeah, bro. You gotta turn on your radio a little bit though. Getting a lot of feedback.
Yes, I did. Are you hearing me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Yeah, much better.
Right. I just say you mentioned who is true. But having taken over the Americans, which is part of dealing with crime, we need to wonder if we really serious about crime. I am saying that we could have carried up the points to 150, 100, and then start to, look at taking away somebody's license. But it was dealing with the things that starts at home, our behavioral pattern, our attitude. What you see goes on at home is exactly that goes on in the road. So I was trying to better understand it. And I had to mention it to Mr. Barker and 91 So I said, let me share it with you. Nevertheless, what I think should be, what is not a crime and I think should be a crime? Not having the Trinidad and Tobago should be a crime. I hear you mentioning it earlier on this afternoon. I listened to us fellas, and there is so much good about implementing such instructions, making something like that legal. I don't understand if we ready to deal with crime. That is a way in dealing with crime. I was wondering if we should be really serious about dealing with crime in our life.
Anyhow,
we are wondering the same thing.
I just love calling in on your program because you all are so motivating, encouraging to have people do the things that is right and conducive to good living. I want to compliment you all. Keep up the show. My friend locked on and listening.
Thank you so much, one time. Thank you so much. So boy, when I tell you, once we start on this road, it is just getting me so disappointed sometimes when you hear some of these stories and so forth, you know. And I know some people are so passionate about what is happening and what they see happening, you know. It is very, very much crazy, you know. And then, you know, telling persons who are strained.
Yeah. That can't be expected to
Are you not
to work? It's like telling them to pinch your pinch your pennies. Why we must pinch pennies?
I saw that the commissioner of police also said you know, he has the support of the Homeland Security, and that you know, he's literally also telling Trinidad to hold on. They are going to deal with this crime situation.
So what I'm saying is, I come in just now. Hold on there. That's what you're telling me right there. In layman's terms, you're telling me just now. I come in. Hold on.
His response though was a little more. It was more welcoming than
hold a strain.
Just saying hold a strain. Hi, good afternoon, member. Welcome.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Sharon.
Good afternoon.
Granny, they have no family, have any crime situation yet. But Granny calling years upon years on all the stations. I called this morning on 2 stations. Years upon years about this crime situation. Because anybody it could happen to some. It's easy to mind a child, bring it big with hard time. And because here bandits come, beat up that person, take what they have, kill some, and somebody damaged. You hear? But in the white man days, it didn't have no easy jail. White man days, it had these strokes with hard labor. And it had these strokes with death penalty. It used to have crime. We were living just opposite with the pavilion where they used to hang them. They was hanging. And give you stroke, someone hang you, electrocute you. And that never stopped crime, but it was still under control. Because not everybody wants to overface that. When one person come out and tell the other one how the Catalan is with hard labor, the other one don't want to go in. So it will have it under control. So I do this. I am not for no government. I am not for no party. I am for the right thing. The past commissioner of police, that the woman commissioner of police, she said, pray mantis. You have to act when you pray. It looks like this one here and all silent because I mean they're now gone. You cannot get things in 5 months. It couldn't happen in 9 years. But at least he could say something. The commissioner could say something. Because he is the one who really has to handle the situation.
Correct.
And right. And I would say this. The man they call Smith, the man they call Lalchan, and it have a corporal they call Ignacio. They should get them and bring them into the police force and put all the indifferences all you have with Griffith and bring Griffith in there and have them on the ground working officers with plain clothes. All you will see the situation in this country. Those was working men, son. There was working men. This man, UNC and CNN in this country, you know, that have stand up for the right thing and say the truth. And this man is talking, this commissioner, the acting commissioner, they're not saying something to give the people courage to say it plan. Like good bit, I have said it's time for it to work to control anything yet because it just full. And all the money that say something so the criminal will hear you. Thanks, son.
Thanks, Granny, for your contribution. Hi, good afternoon. Remember, welcome.
Again, my friend.
One time.
The radio.
I want to see.
You want to what?
I want to send Granny to the other.
Well, actually, I was actually thinking the same thing, you know, because Granny actually is on point today, you know, very much on point. So Granny could come up in front of the class and show them younger ones that, hey, you know, she did. This is how the thing does go.
You see, I heard. And I don't know why they don't put that in the pencil. I am 66 years of age. And my friend, I have seen a difference when Gary District was Commissioner of Police. I'm not saying to put him back as Commissioner of Police. But Katini man there, the man is willing to fight for his country. The man is willing to stand up and work with whoever government there to deal with crime. But I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. One time. And you know, another thing too is that, you know, we was talking about it earlier on to Hashim. You know, you may work in an establishment, right? And there's always this employee or co-worker, I should say, they always hiding, they always not doing their work. But as soon as the employer shows up, them doing the most. And the employer always will watch you and tell you. The employer does never see when you're working hard, Hashim. But the employer would tell you, why don't be more like Anderson? Right? Why don't be more like Anderson? You're always there, you ain't doing nothing. But all the time Anderson
doing your work and you getting your thing
sucking
done.
iron.
Yeah.
Right? And the thing about it is that, and I say it, you know, fool man. Fool man. And if it is that you don't even have a plan, or you're still trying to work out a plan, at least fool me. Come in front of me, come in front and say, we're working on it. We have some plans, some of it very sensitive that we cannot really share with the public right now, but we're working on it. And you would see me in all them hotspot areas. And asking the commissioner of police and other persons, let's do a walkthrough.
Yeah.
Fool me. Let me at least be able to say, well, okay, they're doing something. Something.
Somebody in the comments said, I think people don't understand the role of office holders. So they expect people to talk because they're in charge. No, I don't expect you to talk because you're in charge. But I expect when you talk to give me something better than hold a string.
Hold a string now. Hold a string, Trinidad and Tobago. Members,
as like
our families,
that's like
your families are being robbed. Your families are being targeted. And you ask a question and say, what is happening? Over 70 murders has happened since you all has entered office. What are your plans? Well, Trinidad and Tobago.
Hold a string. I felt the same way when I heard pinch your pennies. All right. This is when you bounce up the person that owe you that money and that person tell you to hold a string. Ain't you want to cuff them now? It's 3 months they owe you, but they're telling you to hold a string.
Faye and Lions did a video. every time,
Yes.
every time,
Yes.
you just come and you just ask me for $100 borrow. But when I lend you the $100 and I ask you back for it, you just have all kind of things. You get on to for $100.
Thinking $100.
Yeah. Hello, Tat. Right, right. So
that's what it is. No.
Right.
That's what she say.
So you know what she did? She sprayed with perfume. So she said it wouldn't be
stink when you pay it back.
Yeah. It would be clean.
Yeah.
It would be fresh. It would be fresh money. So you wouldn't have to say anything about it.
Yeah.
And it just goes to show you cannot see a country on their knees. Citizens are literally on their knees. Look, just recently, a 43-year-old woman, I believe is her age, was kidnapped. Her vehicle was found, I think up to yesterday, the vehicle was found and they can't find her. Kidnapping is actually on the rise once again. A person went to purchase a vehicle.
And lost his life.
And lost his life, yo. When are we not going to see that this has nothing to do with whether you support which party and whatever? We already know who is the administration of the day, and they have a responsibility. And part of their campaigning was that they are going to address crime. I am not asking, I'm not putting a time frame. I'm not saying that crime should have just eradicated,
because that
vanished.
Because that will never happen.
We know this ain't going to happen. But please, do not tell a nation who is crying out, persons who literally have been victims of this, lost family members, to tell them, hold a string. And for that, Mr. Homeland Security, you go to the back of the class.
We need a drop for that.
Go in the back.
We need a drop for that.
Go away in the back. Right?
Somebody said we needed a drop.
And learn your lesson.
Yeah.
Wait until we call you. Matter of fact, go and write some penance. Go and write some penance. And the penance, the penance, I should not tell anybody who hold a string. And you have to write that 3,000 times. 3,000 times. Yeah.
What's the most amount of penance you have to write?
Man, I think I write. I don't even want to remember. But let me tell you something. If it's one thing that could have make me cry as a child growing up, was telling me to write penance.
Ooh,
yeah.
Boy.
And I never like where Peter pay for Paul and Paul pay for all.
Listen.
So if I'm in class and the whole class disruptive and I know I wasn't a part of that, I used to get mad upset.
My teacher used to say sometimes he good must suffer for the bad. I wanted to call smite on that. I was doing nothing. How I had to suffer for this? Now I had to write lines because Peter and Paul over there quarreling when I was doing nothing. Nah, man. I think 100 is the most amount I ever.
So Roger, back at the class for you. Go and write your penance for me, please. But dude.
You know what's a crime? This generation not knowing what penance is.
Nah, doubt.
Let me tell. I can't speak for Trinidad, but back home when I was teaching, and I dish out penance. Well, we call it lines up there. They said, "Teacher, where's lines?" You go find out today.
That's not a bit. You're talking a little bit wicked.
Nah.
You're talking a little bit
I was shocked, but then I was like, you know what? You're gonna learn today.
You're gonna learn.
You're gonna learn.
You're gonna learn.
Day. Ooh, they tighten up quick after that, because I gave them a paragraph. I say I need that 50 times.
Too much.
And they said, "What you wanted to be?" And they said, "What you wanted to be 100?"
Silence.
And I understand why some people be teachers. That power is a little intoxicating. I'm not going to lie to you.
So you guys, what is not a crime but should be considered a crime? Be a part of the show. Shout out again to all our members on YouTube. Those numbers are again at 342-0081 and also 466-5391.
Let us forget fights and grudges.
What should be a crime for me?
Come let us.
is actually having to have to sit down in any of our health institution for over 8 hours, and you haven't gotten through to do exactly what you came there to do or went there to do. That should be considered a crime.
And your procedure and it lasted less than an hour, right? Whatever you had to do.
Correct.
So you spend an entire work day.
Yeah.
Waiting.
And for no pay. And then he had the other crime to it. I'm sorry, but they will get it again. Reaching home to hear that your favorite side cricket team that you support was all out for 27 runs. That should be considered a crime. I'm seeing that they're asking for Lara assistance to address the current.
They want Lara assistance. They want Chanda Paul. They want Bradshaw. They want Sir Vivian.
Wow.
Good Sir Vivian, living his life. You want him to come out of retirement to educate people when he paved the way for all you. Get a knighthood for it in the white people and them's place. And this is what you left his legacy to be? I would suck my teeth and stay right where I is. You enjoy Antigua, Mr. Richards. No, don't go nowhere for nobody. Alright? You did what you had to do. Live your life.
And to the ones that love to distract the nation in the aspect of what is actually going on and always trying to distract them with nonsense, that should also be considered a crime. Propaganda. I see that there's someone going around saying that the current administration has said that they are not going to be able to give the 10% as promised.
Saw that too.
And that is also false news.
False narrative.
Yeah, that isn't so.
That is not an official statement made by anyone anywhere.
Not saying that the government are going to be able to honor that 10%, but at the same time, if it is that information was not official information, then let's stop distracting, because there are so many other things happening. So many other things that are very much more important. To be very honest, I would love to see them really dive into dealing with crime, right? And obviously finding other ways to earn revenue, because I am really concerned about that as well. Because it's already hard on a Hashim. And I want to even put this question out there. I don't know, but families who like for instance those forestry workers, CPEP workers who actually do have a job at present because of all that has been happening, all that is out in the media right now, due to the fact of, as they say, scammers and ghosts, gangs, you name it, all the fraud and so forth that the alleged fraud and so forth that they say is within these organizations happening. I really want to know how this part of the population, those persons who are not employed at present, how are they making out?
Yeah.
You know, I know that you guys would have children that you probably have to send to school. It's uniforms, it's books, it's all of these different things. And trust me, we do feel, we do understand, and I really want to know how you guys are making out. I cannot tell you that I am in a position where I could assist with millions of dollars. I'm not the government.
I play in the scratch later. Maybe I could assist someone.
You know, I mean, we would love to know if it is that, you know, how the street, how 919 could probably hear exactly what is happening, and how we could probably try to reach out to some relevant authority to lend some sort of assistance. But we know that it's hard, you know, and I would say
you all have a platform here.
Yeah, and I would also say too that to the Rural Development Minister, Miss Khadija Amin, who brought some serious allegations. I am saying that it's time that we just stop making allegations and time to see handcuffs. It's time to see persons who are responsible for these things held accountable.
In a real way.
In a real way, because
not a stern warning and a finger wagging and a reprimand.
This has been going on for years now, and I'm positively sure. That's why sometimes when you hear it, sometimes you just yawn. You're like, yeah. That is just gossip. It's just old talk.
Not even gossip. It's just same old.
Yeah, and nobody thing about it is that it makes you wonder that if it is that these persons could be trusted. Because it just seems like fabricated stories, it's lies, it's just a whole level of dishonesty.
It's not even that. It's when even if it is true, they're not suffering no consequences for it. So why are you telling us? Okay, it's like I thief a pencil and I get away with it. Nobody being punished for it. So why bother bringing it to us if?
And mind you, these are same persons who climbing up our platform afterwards to tell you about vote for them. And they're doing this and they're doing that. So I find it's time now, within this next 5 years,
bring the hammer down.
Whoever,
bring it all the way.
Whoever
down.
is responsible for taking money out of the government's purse, the population purse, and using it for their own gain, should be held accountable, and they need to be arrested and go through the process of the law. It is about time.
That's it. And I will say confidently when I see that, yeah, well, you do anything.
And mind you, if that happens, whoever gets it done, I support you. I can't tell you I'll vote for you because I am independent. Right? As much as they say it have nothing about independent because anybody could be bought. Right? I've seen it. Because money have a way of changing people's minds and lives and so forth. But I could tell you that Anderson, Hashim, there's no way you would see me in a yellow jersey saying yellow is the code. Or in a red jersey saying red and ready, or a blue jersey saying NTA or whatever. You have never seen me in those things. Because I am not for party. I really
for people.
Really am passionate about my country and seeing the entire Trinidad and Tobago grow. And we move together. You know?
Because guess what? We all knocking stag at the same bar together.
Exactly. Exactly.
If you drink carob, drink it at the next table. I just letting you know.
If what?
If you're drinking carob, drink it at the next table.
Wow.
I'm not clinking no carob bottle. Sorry. Stag or Corona.
Trinidad and Tobago members, we need to do better. We really need to do better. And I think that the message from our leaders should be better as well. Because as much as they expect better from us, we also have to plead with them to do better and to put the correct message out there. Right? Right now, there are serious things that are affecting us, and we definitely need them to be able to address those things. And wherever we see something is wrong, whether you are like it or not, whether you are party fanatic, whether you support a certain party and you don't like to hear your party get called out, that is all good for you. But at the end of the day, I am always going to be as very much transparent as possible and speak it as it is.
That's it, and that's all.
Who like it, who don't, well,
you lost.
Yeah. So the cookie crumbles at times.
You know that crime, Anderson? Saying you're from a certain place with unnecessary pride, or you went to a certain school or something like that, you know?
Right.
Like if I say I'm from the West, there's a little bit of unnecessary bass in your voice for saying you're from the West. Or I went to convents. Okay. I'm happy for you, I guess.
But they're proud. They're proud.
There's an unnecessary twang of superiority in those words. You know, when you feel that you went to a better off or a nice place or from a nice place in this country, I feel like their nose is cocked up a little higher You know,
Nah,
in the air.
man. Sometimes it's good to have that pride. Like, you know, even when some persons travel too, and somebody miss. Okay, how you would feel?
If you tell me,
if you travel, Hashim.
No, if you tell me,
if you travel, listen. If you travel and you go to New York right now, and somebody watch you and say, "Where you from? You're from Guyana?"
Nah, you get cracking.
Yeah.
That's different.
No. How would you and what would be your response? How would you respond?
Huh?
How would you respond?
In my head or in real life?
No, in real life.
Okay.
Not in your head, sir.
Okay.
Somebody watch you and say, "Hey, you from Guyana?"
No, don't do that. Don't do that. I look like I eat chicken curry to you. That's what I would say. That's what I would say. I look that offensive to you that I eat chicken curry. Right. That's what you really telling me?
Well, right. And then after the other thing might come out. I'm from Trinidad.
Thank you.
Well, exactly. So you know you'll be proud. Be proud.
In that way, yeah, be proud. Rep where you're from. Hard. Your country. But you see within the country, and you like to do this. It feels classist. It feels classist sometimes, right?
Sometimes
we all from the same country. We walk the same roads. We clink the same bottles. Don't. I went to convent.
But there is that boast though, like you know, like for instance, you know, Sandy Grande is known as big blood. You know, so a lot of people send to, you know, sometimes when they go around and say, "Yeah, I from Grande." Yeah, so that always Grande people do it.
But that sound warm, inviting, friendly, right? But I from Grande, boy. Yeah, I from the West. You hear the difference? You hear the difference, right? Right? It's not that I'm from the West, man. You know, it's the twang. The twang is what makes it the timbre of your voice is what makes it condescending, right?
You know, and I'm thinking, here was a crime for me now. A girl in 2025 watching you to tell you, I don't eat no doubles by the side of the road, you know. I want mine's wrapper. I will eat at home. That should be considered a crime, though. You cannot stand up.
You can't put your foot between the sidewalk and the drain so that the extra channel will fall down and not stay in your clothes. If you can't do that, we can't function. If you can't do that, we can't function.
Who does that?
We can't function. Well, clearly not you.
Hi, good afternoon, member. Welcome.
Hey, fellas.
Good afternoon.
DJ Andy and Hashim the Dream.
Yes, sir, brother Trev.
Blessings, fellas. Hey, it's been a minute, It's been a minute.
Yeah, man.
How you guys going?
We good. We're going good, you know. Like you're working hard, boy.
Yeah, boy. Just my schedule this week. I mean, I should have some time tomorrow. I'm thinking, once I had time, I locked on to the street council.
Nice,
constructive talk. Yesterday, crossed my mind too. I mean, respectfully, I had to give a shout going out to brother Fuad in the morning, talking that conscious oneness, vision, realness. And the whole station, as I always say, you guys here with the constructive talk. I know they're closing, so real quick, I just want to say blessings to you guys, the whole station, everybody playing a part, the Third Empire too. You see, talking about knowledge, we don't value it enough, right? We all about the wine and jam and soca, and we want to totally disregard knowledge. That's not right. What should be a crime, but it's not a crime, is not having that good morals and values. It's not always the most exciting, sexiest thing, but we all know when it reaches a certain time, the morals and values just help you out. Blessings once again to everybody.
Yes, man. Yes, man, brother Trev.
For that, again,
you're coming in front. Sit next to Granny.
Blessings.
How it is, Granny? Only Granny and
brother Trev
in front of the class today, right?
Boy, I mean, you know,
but the rest of them, they misbehaving, or
it's that Tuesday, so you know.
I have a voice. Let me take this one.
Street 919. Good afternoon. I heard your guys talking about government that getting rid of corruption, and you will support that. Well, I will support that myself. But the people of Trinidad and Tobago vote a government in that had 3 or 4 in the ministers arrested for corruption. The same people, some of the people who was there in the Pandey time, also, we got back money from the U.S. court, and they was ordered to pay back the money to the Treasury.
He done?
What? No.
He done?
No. A call was coming in. And
We have a guy in Tobago with a rape charge, actually charged before the court, and he was voted in to the House of Assembly.
Who that way?
So I don't know if we the people voting in people who corrupted and before the court and charged. Not only that people saying that they are corrupted, but they are charged. And if we voting in those people, how we getting this thing fixed? I don't know.
The views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
I ain't too sure about all that, all of that, but just in case now.
Just in case.
Better to be safe than sorry. I could have to remember we almost out of time.
Yeah, we gotta.
Well, I don't drink Carib, you know, so I know I want to drink Bailey's because it's my day today.
Happy birthday, Buddy!
Buddy! Thank you so much, I said I have Petty and Shalon phone here to see me.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna take your phone after the show.
Where's this girl? Why are you giving up government name, girl? What's your problem? All right, okay. All right, Booty. You have a good one, right? Enjoy the balance, say birthday.
Yes, enjoy your show, and please, and here it is, only hold a strain. Hold a strain,
Hey, Booty, you should be a crime, yes?
You know, when she says it, it's not so bad.
Yeah, it does sound so bad.
It does sound so bad when she says it.
No, because I mean, Bootylicious is not the Homeland Security Minister. You understand? So it's quite okay. It's quite okay.
She could be my security.
You hold that string. You speaker, you hold that string. You need to hold that string. All right, guys. So we make way for third umpire. They up next. I am not too sure. I know that they had a whole team that came out. I think was it wasn't 3 umpires alone. I think it was 4 umpires. So I'm not too sure if it have 3 today or if it have 4.
I saw the full team outside yesterday. Yeah, they had an extra. Extra commentator.
You know, sometimes they just have one who does have the balls.
Right.
To see if it is that the ball needs to change or, you know. So I'm not too sure if they have someone.
Listen, when y'all convene today, find out what we could do to help this abysmal batting that we have going on.
Yeah. I wonder if them responsible. I wonder if it's Rolo and Ronaldo and Selvon and them responsible for that.
Don't blame them for that.
You sure?
They just commentate, my friend.
No, I feel like they make them fellas and them out for nothing. Yeah. I feel it was a buyout.
No. Wait.
I feel it was a buyout.
So they set out we own.
Selvon does give me that sort of look.
I will not have you, sir. I will not have you, sir.
I tell you, money does make you buy out anything.
I do not believe that, eh?
No, but I just repeating what the engine room told me. Anyways, guys, we're making way for the third umpire. You guys can look out for that show up next.
Love light and 2 it's light on. Here we going.
You've got bills to pay, and so do we. Let's go pay some bills on the Street 919 FM.